Today on the Shade Tree Certified YouTube channel, I'm going to be showing you how to cook a turkey breast and smoke a already pre-smoked ham half. Let's get to it. Get my fire going. I'm building a offset fire in this little grill that I've got. I already have just made some videos on how I made the cooking surface grate as well as the grate for the fire down there. And then I added a thermometer to the lid so I can tell the temperature inside. Obviously, it's a thermometer. I'm cooking on this thing because my pit boss, after 4.5 years of ownership, finally laid down on me. The dang control board on it gave up the ghost. So I'm just going to build a small little offset fire over here in this thing using some little chunks of wood. And I'm going to set that turkey over here and slow smoke it at around about 250 to 300. So let's get on it. Apologies for the little bit of excessive noise. I got my fan going to blow all this stuff out from under my porch back here. I'm going to start out with a salt brine turkey breast. I think this was HEB Naturals or something, but it comes with skin on, fat on, and a saltwater brine. So you're going to remove the skin and as much fat as possible. I've already done that. And my first step is going to be throwing some mayonnaise down on it. Just a thin layer of mayonnaise. I think I use about 2 tablespoons for the whole thing. And I use this Chosen Foods mayonnaise because it is truly an avocado oil only mayonnaise. It doesn't have any other vegetable oils or seed oils in it. If you get a Kraft Foods avocado oil or some other big brand avocado oil mayonnaise, read the ingredients on it, because the ones that I've seen that say avocado oil mayonnaise, they've got more than just avocado oil in it. This one has only got avocado oil, filtered water, egg yolks, whole eggs, distilled vinegar, mustard, salt, rosemary extract. That's all that's in there. Plus it's organic. So I like to use that stuff just because it's the cleanest mayonnaise that you can get. You may wonder why I choose to use this Chosen Foods mayo with 100% pure avocado oil. Yeah, it's $8.30 for a 12-ounce jar, 70 cents an ounce. But in my opinion, the peace of mind knowing that you're having good quality foods put into your body more than justifies the cost of this high-dollar mayonnaise. Okay, this stuff's got avocado oil, filtered water, egg yolks, whole eggs, distilled vinegar, and mustard, along with salt and rosemary extract. I think the rosemary extract is there as a preservative. I don't think it adds that much flavor to it. And we're gonna back up and we'll go over here to Kraft Foods avocado oil mayo and see what they put. Oh golly, I missed that. Avocado oil, asterisk. I wonder what that little asterisk means. Made with a blend of oils. Go down here and look just for the heck of it. Water, vinegar, avocado oil, canola oil, soybean oil. Guys, this is why. I mean, I get it. $5 for more than double the amount of mayonnaise that you get with the other brand. But look at all these ingredients, man. Modified food starch. Ingredient not normally found in mayonnaise. What else do we got in here? Mustard flour, phosphoric acid. They put that stuff in sodas. Ingredient not normally found in mayonnaise. Oleoresin, paprika. Ingredient not normally found in mayonnaise for color. It's white. Why do you need to modify the color? Beta carotene. Ingredient not normally found in mayonnaise. Potassium sorbate. Ingredient not normally found in mayonnaise. That's why I trust Primal Kitchens and Chosen Foods, because they have essentially the same list of ingredients for both of these brands. They both have the exact same things in them. Avocado oil, eggs, which is whole eggs, egg yolks, vinegar, salt, and rosemary extract. The other one uses mustard. I have to say, the Chosen Foods one uses mustard, but these guys are $10.17, about 85 cents an ounce versus 70 cents an ounce for the other brand. So it's up to you on what you choose. This is just my reasoning on why I choose not to use Kraft Foods mayonnaise in my turkey. Even though mayonnaise isn't really clean in and of itself. But I'm also going to use ground black pepper, finely ground black pepper. And I like to put some garlic powder on it also. So I'm going to get a couple tablespoons of this mayonnaise and rub it down all over this thing. I got the mayonnaise on there. I seasoned it with pepper and garlic powder. And what I'm going to do now, since this seasoning basically wipes off anywhere you touch it, I'm going to get under this thing and go put it on my pit and just flip it over seasoning side down on the pit. And then once it's on the pit, I'm gonna season the other side with pepper and garlic, just so I retain as much of my seasoning on there as possible. Because if you flip it right now, most of your seasoning is gonna stay on the pan when you go to pick it off. So I'm gonna do that right quick, and I'll try to get it on video of me moving it over there. If I can do this right quick without dropping it. And these dogs sure would love for me to drop this thing. I'm gonna put it as far away from the fire as possible, way over there. Try to bunch it up as much as possible on that thin end. And then I'm gonna get my seasoning and come back. I gotta go wash my hand first. Well, this thing is a little hotter than what I wanted it. It's at about 350, but I haven't added anything. It's kind of burning through the charcoals right now, so it should drift down there around about 300 is where I want it to cook with some smoke. But I got it put on here. I'm gonna go ahead and add some pepper. That way the pepper and the garlic doesn't get rubbed off from moving it around. Like every other time I've cooked this thing, I've made the mistake of seasoning it before I put it on the smoker, and then whenever I go to grab it and move it, it rubs all the seasoning off. So tried that method, worked out good. So I'm gonna plug in my meat probe, and I will see this thing in approximately 4 or so hours. It'll probably be a little quicker since it's gonna be a little bit hotter cook temperature. But I'm gonna plug my meat probes in and then pull this thing when it's between 160 and 165. I've shut the upper and the intake damper to try to pull this fire temperature down a little bit and kind of kill the fire. It's not the right way to manage fire. I should have let the charcoals burn down a little bit more before I added my smoking chunks and just fueled it with the smoking chunks and just added charcoal as needed to maintain the temperature, because I'd rather keep a fire from getting cold than keeping it from getting hot, because whenever you're keeping it from getting too hot, you're choking the oxygen off and making dirty smoke. But considering it's completely choked off, it's pretty clean right now. The rule of thumb is that you want to be able to see through your smoke and have clear smoke. That's pretty dang clear. So I'm going to keep it shut for a little bit and try to pull it down below 300. And then after that, I'll open up the outlet damper and keep on cooking. A quick progress report on my turkey breast. We've been going about 3.5 hours or so, and internal temp on the turkey is 156, so got a little bit longer to cook, but this is my great temperature on the grill. And I want to point out that if you put a temp gauge in the lid of your smoker, there's a possibility that you will have a variation. It's almost certain that you will, actually, because I mean, you're closer to the fire down here obviously than you are up here. In this case, the fire is over here, the temp gauge is in the middle, and then my probe for my great temp is over here. And as you can see, that turkey is looking bomb.com. I went ahead and put a pork loin on there as well, so just waiting for these things to get done. Well, it's going to be that time on this turkey. It's starting to bounce between 160 and 161, and usually on poultry products, whenever they start getting into the low 160s, like there you go, you got 161. I'll usually pull them off when it gets to 162, because it's going to keep cooking after you take it off of the heat. And I've left the probe in it, and I've had one get up to like 166, 167 before internal temp once you take it off the heat. So I'm going to go ahead and go get a pan and get ready to pull this unit. Jasmine, what do you think? I think it looks pretty good. The bark on this stuff is pretty fragile, so just keep that in mind when you're handling it. But that's just part of using mayonnaise on it to retain moisture. So in my opinion, it's a trade-off. Like, I would rather have a moist piece of meat versus a dried out piece of meat that has a nice smoky bark on there. So like, if you want it excuse me, a little bit more of a bark, you can use less mayonnaise, or maybe just use like oil or something like that, and just, I don't know, use like large ground, like 16 mesh black pepper or something, because that bigger stuff holds smoke a little better. But I don't like a heck of a lot of texture on the outside of the turkey. I want to taste the turkey and the smoke, and this lets smoke get into the meat, and it also keeps it nice and moist. So I want to talk real quick about this meat probe and thermometer system that I'm using. This is a ThermoPro. I think it's a TM920 or YM920, and it's a Bluetooth unit. It has 2 temperature probes on it. Obviously, this is great temperature, and this is my pork loin temperature now after I took my turkey off. But you can link this thing to your phone or iPad or computer and monitor your temperatures from inside your house. So you don't have to be walking back and forth every 5 minutes checking your meat temperature. I'll leave a link to this thermometer in the description to my Amazon shop. If you go through that link, it gives me a little bit of a kickback on Amazon, so it doesn't cost you any more to do that. But if you go through my link, I get like a certain amount of commission. So greatly appreciate it if you use my link in the description for this thermometer if that's something that interests you. That's about it. All that's left to do is slice this thing. I'm going to end it off right there. Got my pork loin in there, and I'm about to put a ham half on there to get it warmed up to eat. So appreciate y'all watching. Hope y'all learned something off of this thing. And like, subscribe, and share with your buddies. Thanks for watching. This is the Shade Tree Certified YouTube channel.